Hey guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am so delighted to be joined ahead of a professional debut, one for the cards, Maisey Rose. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm very well. All the better for speaking to you. It's very, very exciting to see women's boxing on the increase. It's very exciting to see new, fresh talent joining the ranks, and particularly exciting for you, I imagine, being a debut performance on a Matchroom show. How do you feel appearing on that kind of platform?
Yeah, I'm grateful. Do you know what I mean? I can't believe it really, but there's not many people who can say that they've debuted at Wembley on one of the biggest female boxing heroes to ever. Do you know what I mean? To ever do it. So yeah, I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful to Matchroom and Eddie and all my team. So yeah, to let me have this opportunity.
Do you know what? I was watching you on the table, doing the press conference, and I was thinking, if I was in your position, I would be so nervous, just kind of like having to be part of this, amazing experience, this amazing platform, but, the first time round. Did you feel any nerves doing it?
On the inside, I might have looked half alright on the outside, but on the inside, I absolutely screaming. Really? I was like, mate, I can't swear, I can't do nothing wrong, I've got to make sure people can understand what I'm saying. Yeah, just take it as a stride. Do you know what I mean? It's my first one, got it out of the way. The first one's always the worst one. So yeah, hopefully I'll do better ones later. But I think I did alright. I think
you did great. I did not. That's why I was thinking. I was like, how is she coping right now? Because I sweat when I'm nervous. So how did you find the workout yesterday?
Yeah, it was good. It's just what you do. Do you know what I mean? I've trained to do that. It's good to let people have a little insight into what you can do, what you can't do. And yeah, I didn't do no pads, so just a bit of shadow boxing, a little bit of dancing or whatever. But yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Do you know what? I'm really gutted I missed it. I was working, so I couldn't attend. But I have obviously seen your boxing style. I've seen it on Instagram, around, and you're very slick. You're very slick. You've got a real nice rhythm to what you do, and obviously you've had quite an amateur experience where you've achieved a lot. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the highlights?
So I boxed for Repton. I was one of the first females to box for Repton. That in itself is an achievement. Do you know what I mean? To be a female boxing for a club that was so against female boxing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, it's that. I remember when I first went there, I was so amazed that I'm even there, walking around looking at all the pictures on the wall and that. But boxing for Repton, boxing with few other clubs, body shots and that, and 6 national titles, 6 golds, 10 finals. Could have done a bit better there, but yeah, boxed for England, and now I'm the first woman again to box at the Matchroom Elite Gym.
Do you feel that your experience kind of coming out of Repton, where you were one of the first females, I'm sure that in itself was quite something to step into that space, being one of the first females. Do you feel like that's given you good experience going into Tony Sims' gym and being the first female out of there?
Yeah, you know what, that's the thing. If you're around good people and around good coaches and around good boxers, you're not seen as just a female boxer coming into the gym for the first time. You're seen as another boxer joining the team. And I never felt any different. I might be a minute and a half behind them on the triangles or halfway down the road, you know what I mean, on my runs or whatever, but I'm still there. I'm still pushing as hard as the men. There's no Maisey does 10 sprints and the boys do 20. It's nothing like that, I'm there doing 20. I'm there doing 30. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's daunting if you make it daunting, but it's not daunting if you don't.
Have you ever felt the sort of need or the desire to kind of prove yourself because you're a female in that space, or has it just been like, no, actually, I am what I am and I'm an athlete and it is what it is?
Well, in my early on career, for sure. I remember when I first went down to Repton, they do this to everyone. They make you spar as soon as you walk down there. So really? you get in the gym, and they make you spar straight away. They don't even talk to you. They go, get in the ring and see what you're made of. They put me in with a fella. I did quite well actually. I bashed him up a little bit, and I remember I said to one of the coaches that won 3 national titles, and he was like, "It's rubbish." And I just remember standing there like, it's terrible. You know what I mean? But yeah, earlier on, you feel like sometimes you can tell yourself that you've got to try harder and push yourself harder. But I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing because then you'll just excel quicker. Do you know what I mean? There's no point. Comparison it can be the death of your happiness if you're comparing yourself to a man or whatever. I'm not a man, I'm a woman. I'm a woman in boxing, I'm not a man in boxing. So whatever the men do, and I'll do it at my own pace, and I do it my own way.
I absolutely just love what you said. Comparison can be Comparison can be the death of you.
It can be the death of happiness.
The death of
What's
happiness.
the point of me standing here comparing myself to a 6-foot man that's 60 odd kilos? I ain't got a chance. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense for me to compare myself to them. But comparing achievements, that's different. Do you know? Maybe I've had less fights to get there, but I've still done it. I've still beat the best. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there's no point in comparison. No point.
And you know what? You said it yourself. You've still done it. You've still got your national titles, and that is what's given you the stage to now be on a Matchroom show for your debut. You know, that's an amazing achievement in and of itself. The fact that you're on the undercard of Katie Taylor, wow, incredible. What does Katie Taylor mean to you as someone that you look up to?
Do you know, it's funny really. I did a Gymshark photo shoot with Katie Taylor about a year and a half ago, and in my head I was thinking about turning over and whatnot, and it wasn't like a set definite thing. I was thinking, do I stay amateur or do I go pro? A year and a half later, I'm now debuting on her undercard, where she's debuted. Like, she had her debut here, and I don't know. It's just like history. It's like repeating itself. I don't want to get too ahead of myself or whatever, but yeah, it's crazy. I'm forever grateful to Katie and what she's done for the sport and what she's done for female boxing, and yeah, she's definitely paved the way.
I literally was just thinking the same, and I was thinking how nice it is that you're having your debut where she had her debut. It's kind of like the universe is doing its thing, let's say.
It's doing something.
It is. Obviously, we had a historic moment for British boxing in the fact that we had an all-female card a couple of weeks ago at the O2 with Savannah Shields and Savannah Shields, bloody hell, Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields headlining. Did you see the fight?
I did. I was there. I went. Yeah.
What did you think?
It was wicked. It was amazing. It's like I still can't get my head around it really. A female card sold out at the O2, and it's only 2022. How quickly has female boxing moved over the last few years? Go back 5 years ago. Let's go back to 2012 Olympics. 10 years ago, women's boxing was the first. It was the first time it was ever there. Do you know what I mean? Women's boxing is moving. It's moving at a rapid pace, and it's exciting. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it. So. Only time will tell.
Do you know what though? I feel like women have earned the right for it to be moving at a rapid pace, because I'll be honest, all the best fights I've seen, and I'm biased because I'm a woman, but all the best fights I've seen recently have been with females involved. So I've said this before, but I genuinely feel like that main event was maybe one of the best fights I've ever seen live. It was so exciting. Did you happen to catch the co-main as well? And if you did, what were your thoughts? Because it was a little bit controversial.
It's the co-main event. It's one of them ones we have to go back and watch it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not too sure. Who won and who didn't win, but I don't know. It's two different styles. You know what I mean with that fight, and it's quite hard. I think I'll go back and watch it again because I'm still very undecided about who won and who didn't. But good fight though. Yeah. All the fights, all the females. All the females on the undercard and the main event, it was unreal. Like, that's the thing with female boxing, we don't duck each other. You know, we run straight into each other.
Absolutely, and the pool is too small to duck each other anyway. Do you know what I mean? The best have to face the best. That's how it is. I mean, I know it's very, very early on in your career, like you're literally about to have a debut. But is there anyone in your division that you're looking at thinking, my style and their style, that'll make a nice little fight?
In my division, I don't really know much about my division. Do you know? There's a few girls in the upper weights that I have my eyes on.
Oh yeah, like who?
People say I ain't even debuted yet. I don't want to be calling people out. Do you know what I mean? But there's a few girls that I think I have a good fight with. There's a few girls that I think I could beat. Do you know what I mean? I understand. And there's a few girls that, yeah, they're half decent. But all the females are doing amazing at the minute. They're all good, but I ain't saying no names, not yet anyway. Let me have my debut first and I might start calling people out.
I'll be contacting you next week to find out who those names are. Maisey, so excited to see your journey, so excited to be there Saturday night to witness your debut and to have you make history for yourself. It's a beautiful thing and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.